Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my sketchbook. Welcome to InkTober. This is the 16th prompt that we're dealing with. It is Blunder. I'd like to say hello to the otters at Seaside Park. Let's get a pen. Let's grab the timer. And see what we can do. I'm going to actually move way down here. See if I can get that to focus in a little bit better. Down here, where once we had something reckless going on. This could be kind of interesting. I don't know how I'm going to use this space perfectly, but I'm going to try. Let's try dipping the pen. How about that? Okay. Yes, to make a blunder. That is an interesting thing. It's a simple mistake, maybe, or it could be quite complicated too, depending on what's going on. Sometimes carelessness can lead to a blunder. The thing is, though, most of the time, you can learn from that kind of a mistake. Hopefully, it's not something that is catastrophic. A long time ago, I heard a story of how engineers would wear on their working hand a ring made of metal. And the original story that I heard was that this was to be a reminder of a bridge that collapsed because, well, they didn't follow the correct building procedures, or let's say they didn't have the proper materials used, or planning wasn't done very well. That is a blunder. Now, I don't know if that's actually a true thing. I mean, there are enough engineers in the world that having that engineering ring, they would have built many bridges. You see, at some point, somebody started this rumor that those rings were made out of the collapsed bridge from the mistake of an engineer. Maybe some of them were. But that's certainly not the case with all engineering rings. So, this is kind of an unusual thing that I've started here. It's a little bit different than the rest of what you'd kind of see floating around. What am I going to do with this? This almost seems like it could be a sad scene. It almost looks like a waffle cone. Waffle cone. Now, I don't know if many of you recognize what I'm doodling away here. This is a type of squid that you'd find in the Super Mario worlds. This is a blooper. And it seems like we didn't hold our ice cream properly. And maybe we made a little bit of a mistake. Down here, We got a little bit of a mess. That's too bad. Got about 5 minutes left. Try to do a little bit of stylish things. Now, could we have had a little bit of an accident here too, because we are a squid after all. It almost looks like a shadow. Let's try dipping unironically into the inkwell to get much more ink. Oh, that's sad. Poor Blooper made a terrible blunder. I'm going to need even more ink. Ooh. This is probably going to go right through the page. A little pool down here, which will look like a shadow, but we know it's not a shadow. Poor Blooper. A little bit of disappointment, I suppose. It happens like that, though, once in a while. A simple mistake, too. You had a cone of ice cream. You probably were enjoying it. Let's see. Oh, maybe we'll have like a single little tear there. Maybe just one tear, I think, is good. 2.5 minutes left, roughly. And I'm going to put a little bit of wetness in this. Make a few little splashings. It's really too bad. I've dropped ice cream. I know that that is not a fun thing to happen, especially when you're little and you don't immediately have more ice cream. It's one of those Eddie jokes that applies to that. Has a little song, a taunting song, and unfortunately the character drops their ice cream as well. We're in the final minute. I'm going to dip my pen one more time, and we're going to write in here. Actually, right in here. Prompt 16. Well, that is sad. Final 10 seconds. Just a few more little marks. All right. Well, folks, that's it. That is today's prompt, Blunder. And that's Blooper, of course, who had made a little mess after making a little mess. I hope you have a wonderful day. Come back again and yeah, see what we can do with tomorrow's prompt, which will be ornate. All right. Ciao for now.